all of my goal getters. Welcome back to another episode of The Mental Perspective. My name is Jenna Weinstein, owner of Ripple Effect Performance. And I really just need to vent to you all for a quick minute. So we've been in the middle of this pandemic now for about 4 or 5 months, and I don't know about all of you, but my goals have seriously been interrupted and disrupted because of this pandemic. I've had timelines pushed back, events canceled, plans canceled and delayed, and it is so frustrating and so stressful, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to me on this. And what I want to talk about today is a 3-step process that has helped me get through this pandemic and still stay focused on my goals and make progress towards my goals as well. So I want to share that process with you all. Let's get after it. So I don't know how many of you are aware, but I set the goal for myself back in January to compete in a powerlifting competition. And this is a goal that I've been so eager and excited about. I'm very passionate about weightlifting and anything fitness related, and I thought that this goal would be another way for me to challenge myself in this field. And so I set the goal for myself in January, compete in a powerlifting competition this year. Wonderful. I signed up for a powerlifting competition for April. And then mid-March rolls around and I knew that it was going to be unknown what was going to happen, and sure enough, the organizers of that competition said, hey, because of the pandemic that's happening right now with COVID-19, this competition's not going to happen right now. We're going to postpone it to July. And I thought, no problem. In fact, that gives me more time to train, and I even started working with a coach, so now my training was even more focused and I was going to feel even more ready to compete in July. Fast forward to mid-June. We're about 2 or 3 weeks out from this competition now being postponed, and they announced, you know what, this competition's just canceled. We don't have the means and it's not safe for everybody to continue gathering in large groups right now. Competition canceled. Okay, so I regrouped and then I was able to find another competition for the beginning of August. And I'm still feeling motivated, I'm still feeling energized, and would you know it, another week or two just ago, a couple weeks ago, it's announced that this competition is no longer going to be happening either. People were starting to pull out, nobody wanted to travel, nobody felt safe, so this competition isn't happening either. So that's 3 opportunities, 3 major milestones that I set for myself were either canceled, postponed, delayed, and I am just frustrated and annoyed, and all I want is to be able to finish the goal that I set for myself. And because of these unexpected obstacles that keep popping up that I don't have control over, it's not happening. And I know that I'm not the only one being impacted by this pandemic or other unexpected life events. And I think it's important for us all to have a way to deal with the stress and the frustration, especially when we set goals for ourselves, so that we don't lose progress along the way. So I want to share with you 3 things that I've been doing that have helped me stay centered and focused and pushing through these unexpected obstacles so that I can continue making progress toward my goal. So the first thing we need to do when an unexpected obstacle pops up is pause and breathe. Because when we're interrupted or when something happens that we weren't expecting, our natural tendency is to feel stressed and frustrated and confused, and that doesn't help us. So what we need to do in those moments is just stop for a minute or 2 and breathe and calm down. Because what that's going to help us do is be able to lower our stress response so that we could think more clearly and more critically. So take a minute or so to just take some nice deep breaths and not focus on what's happening outside and just focus on you. Get yourself centered. That's the first thing I need you to do. Take some deep breaths. Now that we've now that we've taken some breaths and we're calmed down now, the second thing that we need to do is ask ourselves, what can we control? This is a major thing that we need to do, because when unexpected obstacles come up, we're gonna feel stressed and we might not be able to control what's happening in that situation. And people tend to focus on what they can't control, and that doesn't help us make any more progress towards our goals. So once you've taken a few breaths and you've calmed down, now we can ask ourselves, what can I control in this situation? And that's gonna help you figure out what you can actually do and where you should take your next steps along the way. So breathe, ask yourselves what you can control. Now Now that we know what we can control, the third thing I need you to do is remind yourselves why you set this goal in the first place. Because if this goal isn't meaningful to you, if this goal doesn't really matter to you, once you get knocked off the tracks because of an unexpected event or some unexpected obstacle, it's going to be really easy to throw in the towel and say, I didn't really care about the goal anyway. Who cares? And you'll just forget about it. But if this goal really matters to you, if it's really important to you, sit for a minute and think about why it matters and remind yourself why it's so important to you. Then you're going to be more likely to pick yourself up, get back on track, and find a way to keep going and pushing through these obstacles. So, to recap this 3-step process, when an unexpected obstacle pops up, breathe and relax, calm down. Then ask yourselves, what can I control? What can I do? Because again, the only thing that you can truly control in these situations is you. You're not gonna be able to control what's happening around you. You're gonna be able to control how you respond to these events. And the last thing to do, remind yourself why this goal matters to you in the first place. Tap into that motivation and remind yourself why this goal is important to you and get back on track. So if you do these 3 things whenever an unexpected obstacle pops up, maybe it's another pandemic related delay in events, maybe it's an unexpected life event, whatever it is, remind yourself to breathe, ask what you can control, and remember why this goal matters to you. So make sure in the comments down below, I want to hear from you all how you've been impacted, how your goals have been derailed by the pandemic or other life events, and how you can use this 3-step process that I just laid out to you to get yourself back on track and regroup in those frustrating moments. So let me see what you can do in those comments down below. And if you're finding these videos helpful, be sure to like them and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me make sure that I can continue bringing useful content to you all on a regular basis, and so that you stay tuned into new videos that are going to be coming out every week. And remember folks, I'm here to make sure that you're getting strategies to help you strengthen your mindset, which are going to help you accomplish your goals, which will lead to you being successful in life. That's what the ripple effect is, folks. So let's start your ripple effect today.